तव कथामृतं तप्त जीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमंगलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। Let us resume our discussion on Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual discourses with his intimate devotees in the house of Sri Girish Chandra Ghosh, the famous householder devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, in his residence at Bag Bazar in North Kolkata. On his way to witness a drama, Brishaketu, in the Star Theatre. Following his public birthday in that year, and this date is 25th February, 25 February 1885. This appears in the 5th volume of the original Bengal presentation, Sri Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, 517.1, under chapter 107 in the 2nd volume of the Hindi translation, Sri Ramakrishna Vacharamrit, 207.1, and under chapter 32 of the chronologically presented English rendering, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. During the course of conversation, Sri Ramakrishna is revealing very unique messages which are not found anywhere in the scriptural history. So while reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we must be very careful so that we may not miss the deep implications of the words of Sri Ramakrishna. Here in this topic of discussion today, Sri Ramakrishna is saying a very unique and novel revelation that is not found anywhere in the history of the scriptures. He is telling the last word of spiritual discipline is the worship of the divine as the mother. Thou art my mother, I am thy child. This is the last word of spirituality. We know that God is worshipped in various ways, various modes of worship. There are different bhavas that we have discussed at length. The devotion, when it gets mature, then it turns into a loving relation with Godhead. We establish a relation, personal relation. 5 relations possible. Santa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhur. Shanta Bhav is we maintain a respectable distance with God. The rishis of the yore, of the ancient ages, maintained this relation with the divine. They used to respect God, they used to respect the sun God from a distance, offered prayers. Loving relation, love and respect, but from a distance. Like Bhishma was close with Sri Krishna, but he maintained a respectable distance. That is the attitude. He doesn't come too close. Sri Krishna is too venerable for him. And we know at the end of his life, wept bitterly before giving up his body. When Sri Krishna came to bless him, he wept. Then Arjuna and Kauravas and Pandavas, they were confused. They asked Sri Krishna. These Pandavas, or Arjuna and others, asked Sri Krishna that what a tragedy. Bhishma Pitamaha, whose knowledge personified, he is one of the Basus, Ashta Basu. We know he is Gangaputra. He came to fulfill a curse. He is not an ordinary man. He is the son of the Ganges. He came on the earth to fulfill a curse, and he went back to his eternal glory. He knew who he was. But even at a deathbed, he is weeping like ordinary mortals. Sri Krishna said, do not conclude so quickly. Please ask him, why is he weeping? He cannot weep like ordinary mortals. He has established a relation of Santa Bhav. That is, I will be in connection with God in this life or life after. That is Shanta Bhava. I am eternally connected with God. He cannot weep at the loss of his body. Ask him, why is he weeping? And when they asked, then what he replied? He has been told in the Kathamrita elsewhere. He said, Krishna, you very well know why am I weeping. Because you are God. You know. Still then you are asking. So I will tell you. He is not a fool. He is not telling anything which is not in the knowledge of Sri Krishna. He is omnipotent. Sri Krishna could have replied, but he didn't. He said, ask him. He said, you very well know why I am weeping. I am not at all worried about my body. It's good that I am leaving the body, going back to my eternal glory. But I am weeping because staying with you for such a long time, he had a long life, Bhishma. He stayed with Sri Krishna since he was a child. Staying with you for such a long time, I have not been able to understand your ways of life. That is my tragedy. I have been staying with you, thick and thin. I am a devotee, but I could not understand your ways of action, the rationality of your behavior. You are at the helm of people who are in distress. A Bipad Bhanjan hai. Whenever there is a distress, people call on God and God comes and helps. Madhusudana, you are helper of the entire world. But I am not able to understand that we have been connected with these Pandavas from their childhood, but they have no end of their miseries. This is totally beyond my conception. Being with God every moment, they are ever connected with grief. इनका जीवन दुख ही दुख है. बचपन से देखिए, Pandavas, they had the natural share of the throne. Pandu was the king. So Yudhishthira was to ascend the throne of the Hastinapur. When at the death of Pandu, they were Navaliks, they were minors, so Dhritarashtra took fold as an intermediate, but they were the heirs. But they were deprived of their right. Not only deprived, they were thrown away, banished. They made a plot to kill them, born alive, sent to exile, refused. They denied all the time. They were in rags throughout their life, and at the end, they had to fight tooth and nail with their own kith and kin to establish their life. And totally distressed, notwithstanding, with the company of God. This is very strange to me. I could not understand. And that is the way of life. That is the way of God. His ways cannot be rationalized. But despite their fate, the Pandavas never left Krishna, and that's how they won at the end. So this is one relation, Shanta. Then there is another attitude, is Dasya, like Hanumanji. Servant-master relation. When the devotee comes closer to God, Shanta is at distance, comes closer, and the devotee sits at the feet. God is seated above. Devotee offers his prayers, his services at the feet of the master. Ideal is Hanumanji, is Dasya Bhav, servitude, servant-master relationship. When the relation deepens, further intimate, then it is Sakhya, friendship. Servitude to friendship, where the devotee and the God are seated in the same platform. Friends embrace each other, they don't prostrate. The servants prostrate, ek pranam, offers prayers. Friends do not offer prayers. They are loving relations. They feel united. Abhinna hridaya. Their hearts are connected. Friends, like the cowherd boys with Sri Krishna. There is no reservation. They're one. They're eating. They're so much in love that they, before offering a fruit, they will taste that fruit themselves and verify whether it is a sweet fruit. If it is a sour fruit, they will not offer. The sweet fruit, the remaining portion they will offer to Sri Krishna, which is not offered to God. Uchishta is never offered. But when we put God above us on a throne and worship, we maintain a respectable distance. Friends do not maintain a respectable distance. Arjuna is a friend to Krishna. He is lying down together, sleeping together in the same bed, sitting together. He said in Bhagavad Gita, Sayyashana Bhojale, we were eating together, sleeping and sitting together. I never could imagine that we are the God of the universe. Please excuse me. This is the 11th chapter. He begs apology because he is his friend. The cowherd boys never repented. They are eternal friends of Sri Krishna. Now this relation is not some fantastic relation which is theoretical. They can be practiced even today, and God can be realized in a personal way. We have seen that people worship Sri Ramakrishna as Santa Bhava and maintain a respectable distance. Master Masha had a Santa Bhava, maintained a respectable distance, Sri Ramakrishna. He was very close. But the Latu Maharaj was his servant, personal servant. He served Sri Ramakrishna as his master, and he became a knower of Brahman. That they have demonstrated now, in the present moment, the present times. Then there is friendship. We know that Raja Maharaj, Rakhal, though he was, Sri Ramakrishna used to consider him as his Manasputra, mental child. That was the relation Sri Ramakrishna used to have. But Rakhal Maharaj was an eternal friend. There is a book by Swami Prabhupada, the disciple of Swami Brahmananda. The title of the book is Eternal Companion. He was the eternal friend of Sri Krishna, which was revealed while he was leaving this world. He saw what Sri Ramakrishna saw at the beginning. It was revealed to him at the end of his life, at the end of his mission. He says, I see that I am dancing with Sri Krishna. I am dancing with Sri Krishna on a lotus, full bloom lotus. I am his eternal friend. Don't you see? Can't you see? He's seeing with eyes open. So that was the relation, that is Sakhya Bhav. And there is Vatsalya Bhav, thinking of God as his child, personal child, like Ma Jashoda had with boy Krishna. Thinking that now in Sakhya Bhav they are together, the same platform. In Vatsalya Bhav, the devotee sits above, God sits below. The devotee is above, God is below. Devotee feels that God is dependent on me. So far, we are dependent on God. For any problem, we approached Him. Now the devotee here is to resolve the problem of God. That is the funniest thing. The devotee thinks that God is dependent. From morning, Jashoda is in distress because he could not find Sri Krishna, he could not feed him. Carrying a lump of butter, she is running. Someone said, your child is the Lord of the universe. He is feeding everybody. He is not dependent on your butter. He said, I do not care. I know that my Gopala is dependent on me. If I do not feed, he will be starving. This is the loving relation devotee enjoys as Vatsalya Bhav, mother-child relation. We had Gopal's mother. He used to consider Sri Ramakrishna as his child, Gopala. And it was not an imagination. He used to actually see, that is, deity is taking the form of a child, and the child is merging with the body of Sri Ramakrishna. So this is the Vatsalya Bhav. And finally, there is Madhur Bhav, the relation of a husband and wife, husband and a chaste wife, like the Gopikas and Sri Krishna. So that relation we have not seen in the life of Sri Ramakrishna exhibited. that Madhura Bhav. Now, Sri Ramakrishna himself practiced all these bhavas in his life. And at the end, he concludes. In addition, he has done another loving relationship, that Matri Bhav. Vatsali Santan Bhav. We consider God as my child, own child, dependent child. And finally, he is telling of Matri Bhav, taking God as my own mother. So far in the Santan Bhav, God was dependent on me, and Matri Bhav, I am dependent on God. A child is completely designed in the lap of the mother. It is without any intention, without any thought. It knows that I will be taken care of, my mother. I need not worry about me. And that's what actually happens. The child never takes care of itself, nowhere. The duty of the mother to take care. Similarly, Sri Ramakrishna practiced this bhava, attained perfection, and he is proclaimed to one and all that this is the attitude of the age. This is the special contribution of Sri Ramakrishna, which is never recorded. While reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we must decipher this hidden message, that what a wonderful thought Sri Ramakrishna has given us, that worshipping God as the mother is a huge subject. Sri Ramakrishna says, so far in the scriptures, it has been proclaimed that in order to realize God, one has to propitiate the Devi, the Shakti. The God and his power are inseparable. Brahma and Shakti, Shiva and Shakti are inseparable. Brahman is the eternal principle, Shakti it is power. It has been said in the scriptures that the Shakti, that power, is covering the principle, universal principle is around. Shakti is covering the Brahman. Unless we propitiate the Shakti, we cannot reach Brahman. This point has to be clearly understood. What is standing in the way between us and God? Between us, there is a veil covering Shakti, which is called Maya. It is created by God. It didn't come from heaven. It is created by God, making a separation from the devotees and God. And God wants that we must propitiate the Shakti in order to reach God. This is the secret. We cannot approach God all on a sudden. He has kept a separation. But we have to understand this separation is not any ordinary separation which we can surmount. It is not within our capacity. We must understand. Try what may, we cannot remove this covering, this barrier between us and God. Bhagavan himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. This Maya which has created this veil of ignorance between us and God is Duratikrama, insurmountable. You cannot remove it. Why? It is Daivi, Alokik. And how is it Alokik? Mama Maya has been created by me. God has created this. it is for God only to remove it. As Sri Ramakrishna says in the common parlor, the magician shows the magic. He hypnotizes. So unless he removes the hypnotism, nobody can understand. The trick of the magic is in the hands of the magician, not on the viewers. Try what may, you cannot understand how the magician is showing the magic. But the magician can reveal the secret. How is he showing? It's all magic. It's not in reality. So in reality, there is no difference between us and God. It's all created. It's an illusion. Nevertheless, the illusion cannot be removed unless we propitiate the divinity. God in the form of His power. God and power are same. The same thing to propitiate God or propitiate the Maya. Because the link is given by God in the same verse in the Bhagavad Gita. When He says that Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya, it is unsurmountable, but it is not impossible. Mami Bhaja Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. One way you can get it, that propitiate me. Take Sharanagati, Mam Eva. You have to take Sharanagati to God Himself. And if you do it, I will remove. And God presents His Shakti in front. That propitiate the Shakti in order to reach me. It's in an anecdote, in a story form, it is mentioned for ordinary people to understand. That Rama, Sita and Lakshmana is traveling in the forest. To understand, this is presented in a Rupak. Three are traveling. Lakshmana represents the jivas, devotees. Rama is God. But in between there is Sita, Rama's power, Shakti. So as long as Sita is in between, Lakshmana is not able to see the feet of Rama. So how can he see? So what he did? He prayed to Sita, Mother, you please give me a way. Please stand beside so that I may be able to see the feet of Rama. For us to understand. Unless Lakshmana propitiates Sita, he cannot see Rama. And Sita is eager to get away. She is not covering, but she is waiting for this prayer. We must pray. We must pray. We must propitiate the mother. She is eager to get away. She is not here to hold it away from us, but she is waiting for our eagerness to get a vision of the divine. So that's why Sri Ramakrishna says that unless you propitiate the mother, you cannot see him. This is accepted as scriptural truth. That is why it's nothing new. Shakti worship is nothing new. Shakti worship has been going on from time immemorial. It has been accepted. Shankaracharya accepted. But then there is a new form, new way of propitiating the Shakti. The entire Tantra is created to propitiate Shakti. But the ways of Tantra is dangerous. They want to propitiate the Shakti in a different way. That is not a safe method. The safe method to propitiate the Shakti is to establish this Matri-bhav. There is one way of propitiating the women is to get close. but that is a risky method. The safe way is to be away. Keep a distance, not be close. This secret message has to be understood. In Brahmachara, they want to have a husband-wife relation with women and try to satisfy them. There is a danger, and there is a way also. It's not bogus. It has been seen, it has been proved with efficacy. Tantra is accepted. Sri Ramakrishna himself practiced Tantra. That is his beauty. Having practiced all the methods, even Tantra, he is the master. He can say, no, this is not correct. Most of us do not know what is Tantra. How can we say it is good or bad? He has practiced all the methods, Santa, Vatsa, Sakta, Vatsala, Madhur, everything. Even Madhur Bhav did this sadhana with Sri Krishna. And also he did the Matri Bhav, and finally declares the best Bhav is the Matri Bhav. Safest, surest, and the best. We'll elaborate this topic in our next Sunday class. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishnar Vanamastu. Special announcement. As usual, today the Japa Yajna is going on from morning, sunrise to sunset. Our devotees are connected either physically or virtually. Those of you who are not connected, please send your details with us. We will get you connected with this global Japa Yajna we are having every Sunday. Then there is in the evening, 5 to 6, we have the youth class for the personality development for the youth. According to Swami Vivekananda, we are reading the lectures from Colombo to Almora, Bharatiya Vyakhyan, and having a special message to the youth with a session of guided meditation in the afternoon. And in the evening after the Sandhya Arati, we will have congregational devotional song. This chorus, bhajan in chorus. But tomorrow is a special day. This Guru Purnima, the day of days. All the initiated people in the world have respected gurus. But on this particular day, everyone celebrates the birthday of that individual guru. It's a common birthday. Guru Purnima is Vyasa Purnima. The birthday of Vyasa is considered the Guru Purnima, the Guru festival for everyone, irrespective of the name and parichaya of the Guru. So from morning till night, there is a detailed program which has been circulated by print, by internet, and by notice boards. From morning, as usual, it starts from the Mangala Arati at 4:30, and then there is Japa Yajna dawn to dusk, special Japa Yajna tomorrow. Many of the devotees have subscribed their names, either for physically in the old shrine or over internet. They are given a slot. Those who have not, they can send their names over WhatsApp. And then there is a special puja, Havan, Chandipat and Bhajan from 8 o'clock by Swami Paragananda. And then there is a special, another, now 7:15 there will be a special Vishesh Satprasanga online. And that will be a special message from the devotees. Sri Ramakrishna's assistance to all the initiated devotees as the world teacher, Jagat Guru. It will be in Hindi. जगत गुरु के रूप में श्री रामकृष्ण के आध्यात्मिक जातियों की सेवा, special contribution, Sri Ramakrishna. He has a message for everyone. Whoever aspires to reach God, it's the duty of God to help him. And Sri Ramakrishna does it on his own as Jagat Guru and also as human gurus with the representatives. So in the online will give the one aspect how Sri Ramakrishna is reaching the devotees as Jagat Guru. And again there will be another talk at 9 o'clock that how the Almighty helps the devotees as the Guru in human form. Both are same, but in two different aspects. Both the aspects will be discussed. One online, 7:15, another 9 o'clock, as human gurus, which we normally know. We think gurus are human beings. Guru comes in form of human beings. That is one aspect, that is true. But Guru also comes as the world teacher. It is told, Manush Guru Mantra dan kane, Jagat Guru Mantra dan prane. The Gurus give the message, the spiritual initiation with a mantra which is hard and repeated. Whereas the world teacher, it inspires our heart within without any physical communication. That is his wonder. He is inspiring our being, mantradan prane. Whereas Manush Guru, the Gurus in human forms, those who are initiated, we all have a human Guru. He has given initiation which is hard. So both the aspects will be discussed. And there will be Havan Pushpanjali at 11. And then again Bhajan by Swami Paragananda, Bhogarati, and in the evening there will be distribution of prasad, whoever present in Lucknow or in other ashramas from their respective areas. And the evening there will be evening Aarti, and tomorrow is the Purnima, so there will be Shamnam Sankirtan, and the concluding Shri Guru Prarthana, the closing, they will be led by me in the temple. So we'll have a spiritual feast tomorrow. All of you are welcome. So we close now with the chanting of the divine, chanting of Sri Ramakrishna. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om